Two.
I'm feeling that post-holiday kind of left down.
It's
over.
the Todd and Erin daily stream day after Labor Day
I
weekend.
feel like there should have been like more involved because you build up to it and you're like, this is going to be awesome. And then the next day you're like,
You're at work.
what did we do?
We're working.
Well, let's go to the video.
Hi everybody, Todd here. Whole chickens, drumsticks, or thighs, 77 cents at Smith's. It's a good deal. I like doing the cooking, I like doing the shopping in the house, but of course this time of year there's always a problem. Your friends, maybe you, have a vegetable garden and you have all these vegetables, maybe some fruits that you have on the counter, and guess what happens? Fruit flies. Now let's talk about this because, you know, a lot of times your kids, they might want a pet, okay? Stay with me on this. A tortoise, not a good pet, lives for about 150 years. A big macaw parrot, not a good choice, 60 to 70 years. And you work your way down, and you get down to like the hamster level, the gerbil level, and then basically you end up at around the parakeet level. And parakeets, great training pet for your kids. Make sure they take care of them. Next thing you know, they go to a farm in the country where they live happily ever after. But I've got a better pet, and before we start killing it, I should tell you about it. It's a fruit fly, hence the vegetables and fruit. And they only last 24 hours, so it's a great training pet for your kids. Now, a couple of years ago, I walked into my mother-in-law's house. It's like I was being swarmed by bats. She had thousands and thousands of them. And I was like, Mary Helen, what are you doing? You can't live like this. And she says, well, you know, I just kind of live with her. It's time to kill some fruit flies. First of all, what you need is, I choose this glass because it's for a red wine. And what I'm going to use instead of wine is some vinegar. Some red wine vinegar, hence the glass, see? Now, I'm doing this, and you're thinking, Todd, how can this work? It works like a charm, and it's so easy. All I have to do is set up around the kitchen, around the areas that you have them. Now, this is a really important step, okay? Watch this, watch this. One drop, two. 2 drops. And you set it over here, and just stir it up. At this point, you want to tell everybody in your house not to drink the red wine that's sitting on the windowsill, because that, my friends, would be gross. Extremely gross. So what we have is red wine vinegar and 2 drops of dish liquid. And we will set this where the fruit flies are. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Todd, how much death are we talking about? And I will tell you, a severe amount, a brutal amount of fruit fly death will happen. Oh, you want proof, do you? Okay, watch this. This is like a magic trick. Nothing up the sleeves, no fruit flies under the fingernails. And I have this one out. Had this one out for 2 days. 2 days. Are you ready? That's how many fruit flies I killed. They don't stand a chance. They don't live 24 hours. They don't have a life. I'm so sorry, but they don't. So next time you want to get rid of fruit flies, you know what to do. All right? All right.
The Utah Red Cross is involved in Dorian, the hurricane, off the coast of Florida.
You know, this is one of the things I love about the Utah Red Cross, and we talked about this before. And over the years, all the different times we've pushed for donations and stuff, there's always been listeners who went, well, I could do that. And now there's like at least 10 girls that I keep track of that are all volunteers that actually go out for like disaster things like this. Mm-hmm. And it's so much fun to hear their stories. But essentially, yeah, I mean, they're out there. And I did not know this. They have a vehicle. This is kind of cool. It's an emergency response vehicle. They have a national fleet that is descending upon Florida, which of course is made of awesome.
And now North Carolina and Georgia as well.
And there's 1,600 Red Cross volunteers already in the at-risk areas. Because they're just sort of waiting like, it's going to suck. we're here.
They're staging up for everything.
I just absolutely love that, though. Now, if you want to help donate for Hurricane Dorian, you can make a $10 donation to the American Red Cross just by texting Dorian to 90999. That is 90999.
And the Red Cross gets the money to the people, gets the food to the people, gets the water to the people, gets the people out of the water, then gives them water that you paid for. See? So they're actually the best place to donate because it goes directly to the cause.
I'm still just trying to figure out the whole scenario, but it works for me. Okay, what was this about the lawsuit about the chicken?
You know, Popeye's chicken.
If you live in the South, Popeye's chicken is sacred. It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken over here, but Popeye is in the South.
It's been around, and they came out with their fried chicken sandwich, right? And so, what they did was they put a chokehold on supply.
Why?
So it become more popular.
Supply and demand, like, oh my gosh, it's so popular, it's sold out. I can't get any now.
As a matter of fact, a electronic DJ showed up at Burning Man this year in a Learjet with the words Popeye written on it, bringing sandwiches to some of the people.
That's so cheesy, because that's the whole point of Burning Man is there's no brand names on anything.
So anyway, he was hated by everyone. So here's the deal. This gentleman, Tennessee, he wants his money back.
I don't understand.
He's suing Popeye for $5,000.
How many chicken sandwiches?
Countless time wasted, unsuccessful trying to score the wildly popular crispy chicken sandwich was sold out earlier in the week. He said he went back. He damaged his car. His rim got bent. His tire got flat. In his search, all his friends were making fun of him. He said, I cannot sleep.
His relentless search for the crispy chicken sandwich.
I need to have it. And so he's taking him to court for $5,000.
You know, for $5,000, I could fly down and make you one, sweetheart. I would be there for you. I always want to be
What kind of life do you have?
I always want to be that judge.
When a chicken sandwich takes over your brain to this extent, and thinking that they should pay you for the trouble you've gone to find their product.
This is pain and suffering, pal.
Well, they did it on purpose.
Well, then they deserve to be
Coca-Cola did this for a product. I forget what it was, but it was like 10 or 15 years ago. And they did the same thing. Oh, there's a shortage. Well, the buzz went out, and then all of a sudden people started hoarding, and then,
manipulation. All right, I'm so excited because next week around this time, I'm going to be up in the Heber Valley at an amazing retreat with women executives with the Villa Consulting Group. Now, this is cool because it's your next. It's what's going to happen to you now. We had a chance to talk to Tracy Harding. She's a marketing executive with a global consulting firm.
Check it out.
And this is what she says. What was your main takeaway from this, do you think?
There are so many aspects of that week that I still draw on today, so I'll give you a couple examples. One of the women in the group had gone through a lot of transitions, and she was saying, I really feel like I'm on the top of my game right now. I mean, I've got my career's doing really well. She actually owned a very big business on her own. My health is doing really well, and my social life's booming. She'd gone through a divorce, found herself new freedom, new friends, and that she was really felt like she'd kind of hit the top. And what was really interesting is Mary Lee pointed out to her that, life is like the sitting on your stability ball when you're trying to keep your feet off the floor. And right now, you're totally balanced. But what we need to understand is you're going to get off balance again. But you have tools now that you understand when you're getting off balance and then to pull yourself back up. It's like core strength. So what was great about that is we have to give ourselves the permission that we don't always have to be balanced on that stability ball, and life is just going to take you down. And you just have to forgive yourself and those around you and know that it's going to come back up again. So that was one of the really important lessons I took away from it.
Welcome back to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
I'm so proud of my mother. She finally broke down and got a dishwasher.
Yeah, but let's talk about that. She got a dishwasher. What did she say about the dishwasher? She said the dishwasher works great.
It was the racks had finally disintegrated after she's had that dishwasher for maybe 20 years. 25 years?
Yeah.
We still have a standing chest freezer at our house that she's had for, I was a kid.
Not anymore.
Really? What do
Not
you mean?
anymore. Things like disposable society, things like this.
I hate that.
Range hoods. The average repair cost on a range hood, which is basically a fan motor.
How much did we spend on our Viking range hood?
Keep moving. The average repair on that would be $265.
And so basically the expense of putting in a brand new one would be about the same or less?
Yes, about the same or less. Microwave, the average repair bill is $195.
Yeah.
You can get a Toshiba brand new spanking great one for $125.
Yeah.
Freezers, average cost $348. You can go down and get one for not $348, but you get to a point where if this is an old,
But a repair bill is about $350
right.
for your freezer.
And speaking about your mom's freezer, when the repairman came out to look at it, he suggested she fix it because it was made so well and
Yeah,
it was
it's
going
never
to
gonna,
last.
it's not going to die ever. Yeah.
I think the dryer is the interesting one.
Why the dryer?
Well, it's $209 is the average fix-it price. And you can get a pair for $800 down at Lowe's or wherever, Home Depot.
Have they talked about how long they last now? Because like I said, my mom's dishwasher was 25 years old. Her standing up freezer has got to be 40.
Well, I think my
So
example.
how long do things last now?
My example is always my parents had one scale in the house. We had one scale, and it was that old
Heavy metal
one you stood on with the big rubber pads, and then it had a big magnifying ball over the numbers that went like this and made all that noise. And until my parents passed, they still had it, and I was a kid.
It's pretty good.
In our experience, in the 20 whatever years we are been together,
22,
we've
maybe.
gone through. Yeah, that's close. What do you think? We have been through what, 10?
At least. And good expensive ones, not even like,
And I wasn't always this heavy. Okay, so I wasn't like breaking them. Anyway, I want to tell you,
disappointing.
a lot of people, and we have been in a situation where, for our careers, we worked early morning radio, never had to drive in traffic. Very rarely did we drive in
Rush
traffic.
hours are very troubling. We
You
don't know how the
poor-
rest of you do that.
You poor people.
And now our commute is awesome. It's from the bedroom to the kitchen, sometimes out to the deck, or perhaps to the dining room.
Sometimes I don't wear pants. So,
Some things you don't have to share.
First of all, I feel so. I'm not standing up, am I? First of all, I'm so sorry you have to do that every day. This gentleman did it, and he lived in Jersey City, and his job was in Brooklyn.
The East Coast is a nightmare.
Right,
Yeah.
So there's a harbor, right? And so he lives here. He can see his building here.
Oh, wow.
This is a harbor. It's full of water. It would take him 90 minutes to get on a bus,
And then circle.
to get on a train, to get on another bus, and then go to work. 90 minutes. So what he did is he worked it out, and he thought, you know what? I'm going to go on the want ads, and I'm going to buy myself a skidoo,
A jet ski?
a jet ski.
That's freaking genius, because a boat would be a pain, because then you have to pay docking and mooring fees, and it's a nightmare.
Well, he still has to pay at a kayak ramp.
Yeah, but
And
it's still next to nothing compared to a big boat.
He puts clothes at his office. He has clothes there and stuff that he can change into. He's been doing it now, and it takes him 15 minutes to go across.
That is the coolest thing ever.
It is cool. And he's thinking
man.
about a wetsuit. He wants to bring it into the fall. Because it's
Why
going to start
not?
getting
Sure.
cold. It's going to get cold.
That would be perfect. I'm sorry, I would do that until the icicles like froze my motor shut, because that's amazing.
It is no flying car, but it's a step in the right direction.
One
You
day.
guys have a great day. And
Get
we'll
over those post-holiday blues. Tomorrow
I
is
know.
going to be awesome, because we start a $100 Target giveaway.
Just pull through. You'll do it.
You can do this.
Todd and Erin Daily Street. We'll see you.